event. If you're joining us live, welcome. If you're watching it later, welcome to you too, later. Anyways, standing in the law-abiding biker store here, want to do a quick video. We're trying to get a lot of this information out for you guys, but times are very busy, which is a good thing. We appreciate all of you shopping in the law-abiding biker store. Just a bootstrap company of bikers trying to help as many bikers as we can worldwide. We appreciate every single customer. We'll definitely take care of you. We're not one of the big conglomerate stores. We bring in stuff that we trust, that we use, that we test. Just bikers helping bikers here. So thank you for supporting us. What I want to talk about today is some exhaust options that we trust enough to bring to our store. Again, we don't just suck everything in and bring all the brands. More to come probably. Let's start with, these are what are actually on my bike. So I did a video, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but this is freaking amazing. When I saw this, I fell in love with it immediately when I saw it. And when I got it in my hands, it was everything that I thought it was. Obviously, Vance and Hines, been in the game a long time. OGs in the space, if you will. They do not make a bad product. They just don't. And so we can certainly bring this to the Law-Abiding Biker store and recommend it to you guys. This is the Vance and Hines Supersport slip-on. And I put these on my 24 Street Glide. If you want to go over and check that video out, head over to the product listing, which is already linked in the description below this video, to the Vance and Hines Supersports. Scroll to the bottom of the listing, you'll see my video there. Not only the install, a review, overview, and I give you a sound test between stock and these. I broke them in now because they've been on for a little while, and they sound great out of the box, but all exhaust, once you break it in, like, 200, 300, 400 miles, it sounds really good, not too loud, not too quiet, a nice pitch as far as the depth of it. I am in love with these things. The D-cell pop, you get those revs up high, 5,000 RPMs and let off, coming, shifting down gears. The D-cell pop is so nice, and it's very controlled. It's not sloppy. I just can't say enough great things. They are very much race inspired. I talk about that in my video. Look at that. They look good on my Street Glide. They look really, really good. Chrome trim, but I decided for black mufflers. The headers are chrome, so it's a nice pop. Obviously, a big plate there. This is race-inspired exhaust. No, it's not going to be for everybody. But when you see it and you like it, you're that kind of person like me that really understands this and the look and kind of what it represents, because Vance and Hines is huge in the race game, obviously. Performance-based, of course, amazing, mufflers to put on. One of the easiest things you can do to boost performance of your bike is some slip-on mufflers. So I will tell you, we have these chrome or black. They've been trying to ramp up production. The 24s just came out. They changed a lot of stuff. And so it took us a while to get stuff for the 24s, 25s. That happens all the time when Harley makes big changes. These are limited stock, the black. The chrome, we tend to have access to more, but we bought a handful of these. And in fact, the wholesaler, at the time, I bought them out of everything they had, because I know it's going to be a popular exhaust, and we've got them here, but it's only a handful. And these are going to be harder to come by. I would not wait. If you want to get these, we'll get them shipped out to you ASAP, because they are going to come and go in stock, and I don't want you to be disappointed. It took me a long time to get these things. They're more in stock now, but I was one of the, Vance and Hines sent them to me direct before they were even in any store. And all stores are going to struggle to keep these in stock. So hang on, Lurch has got to hit the button twice here. We're going to refocus. The gimbal's doing something weird to him. All right, so that's the Supersport slip-on. Again, black or chrome. Remember, no tax if you're not a Washington State resident. Of course, they're going to be free shipping because they're over $100, and you're supporting us, a smaller store, trying to compete, obviously, here in the market with the big boys. So we will take care of you. A bunch of bikers using, testing. We know this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to set that down. That went on my bike. This is going on Lurch's bike. And if you want to know the price of those, you can go over to the Law-Abiding Biker store at any time. We've got fitment, we've got the prices. We'll show you the different colors, the videos at the bottom. We are looking at $699.99 at the time of this video. Those things can always change. So at the time of this video, go over to the site and check it out. These are going on Lurch's bike. He just bought a 25 Road Glide, pearl white, onyx pearl, right? And that white, yeah. And we did a fun video at the dealership. It's on the YouTube channel if you want to check that out. He opted for these, which are an awesome. They've been in the game a long time too. You know the name. It's Khrome Werks. All right. These are a 4.5 inch right here. And these are heavy. These are definitely, they're 4.5 inch. I just let down the Supersports. These are heavy. All right. But it's because they're bigger and they're bulkier. And we literally just got these in. Now Khrome Werks has a good amount of stock. So we shouldn't have a problem at all, we hope, going out of stock on the Khrome Werks. So let me see if I can get this plastic off for you guys. It's like Christmas around here every day. We get shipments. In fact, these have been here we're finally getting around to it for like a couple weeks. And we are going to do a full install video on these, of course, like we always do. And then we're going to do a sound test against Lurch's stock exhaust in comparison to these Khrome Werks. Now these are the HP Plus, horsepower plus. Beautiful. Their stuff is quality. I know a lot of guys that run Khrome Werks, and you guys can get a good shot of that. It's kind of got the black tips there. They're badging up there. They do a really good job, and like I say, we know these are quality. That's why we're willing to carry these in the store. But this is the Khrome version. Again, I'll show you the difference here. So you can see how massive these are compared to like the Supersport from Vance Hines there. Vance Hines makes bigger stuff too. Again, they're just trying to ramp up production, so it's going to take a little bit. Everybody is, but yeah, two different looks, two different sizes. It's really, these sound nice. I have heard these on I believe it was a 24 Road Glide. I said they sound nice. And again, when we do the video, which will be shortly, we'll embed it. We try to do that on all videos. If there's a video associated with a store listing, it will be embedded at the bottom of the listing. Lots of them after 14 years here. So, but we'll do a sound test, kind of give you guys an idea. These are going to look popping. I just love the looks of these two. Look popping on Lurch's bike. Now, on this, you've got, I'm just looking at our listings here in the Law Abiding Biker store to make sure. So you're coming in, you've got options, Chrome with black tip, which is this, coming in at the time of this video, all the prices, $789, $790. You've got just a Chrome option, which is Chrome tips. It looks like it's all Chrome. They're kind of tapered. You can go look at these. You've got black tips. They're slash cut kind of at an angle. You've got smoked with black tip. You're getting up about the 950 range. Those are cool looking. And then you've got Eclipse, which is a whole different look. Black tip, but it's kind of a gloss black, but it's an off black. Again, go over to the website. We got some really good pictures on there for you, and you can check those out. So,
question:
yes,
make more horsepower?
Oh, so exhaust always. Like I said up front of this video, the easiest thing you can do to increase power on your motorcycle is to simply add mufflers. It is going to increase the performance of your bike. With that said, that's a good question because it leads me into the next topic, which I was going to talk about. You also want to do an intake. You're going to get the most, that's a stage one basically, if you've never heard that. A stage one is going to be a high flow intake and high flow exhaust. And yes, if you were to dyno a bike before and after, it's definitely going to increase performance of that bike. That's why we do it. Looks is great too. We want to make our bikes look good. That's what we do. But the performance is awesome that you get out of just a simple stage one. It's one of the first things we do for performance stuff when we get our bikes. Intake and exhaust. With that said, Vance and Hines, I just did the listings. They finally are also ramping up with their intakes and their VO2 intake. They've got the X, the Radiant, the Blade. They've got a whole bunch. They're all over in the Law Abiding Biker store. Amazing looking intakes, and I got it kind of a contrast cut. I just put it out on Instagram today. Go check out our Instagram at Law Abiding Biker. I did a real short on it on this YouTube channel too. of showing that and how it looks on my bike. Again, that's the VO2, amazing. They've been around a long time, Vance and Hines. We've got them in our store, limited stock on those two. They're trying to get production going. But I matched that with that exhaust, and it looks really good and sounds awesome, and just, you know, enhance the performance. Khrome Werks also makes intakes. However, they have not. They got the exhaust going. We're good for 24 and newer models with the new fairing redesign, touring, all that kind of stuff. Their intakes they've got for the older bikes, but they don't quite have it. As soon as they do come out with those intakes, we will also be carrying those. But again, all companies are kind of making decisions on what they want to get out first with production and stuff like that. So this is the Khrome Werks HP and the Supersport slip-ons from Vance and Hines. So I appreciate the question, and since you're here, yeah, so wait for this video. That's coming out. I really can't wait to hear these again in comparison to the stock exhaust, which sounds, we all know stock exhaust just has to go. All right. Since we're in the store, one more thing, and then I'm letting you go. We are a Saddlemen dealer. All right, Saddlemen seat dealer, and we brought these to the Law Abiding Biker store because we use them, we trust them. They are freaking amazing. Not only looks wise, but just for long distance touring. It's what I ran all last year on our 10-day, 12-day East Coast trip, going to Canada, gonna run it up in Canada for 11 days. We're doing a big documentary film up there. That will be coming to the YouTube channel. Saddlemen road sofa, guys. You gotta check these out. All different, short, standard, extended reach. You've got different stitching colors you can see here. That's fine. There's an orange stitching here. If you're in the, sorry about the camera, we're having a little troubles. If you're in the area, we do have here a demo program so that you can demo it if you want. But it's all listed on our site. We just got all those listings refined to make it really easy for you to shop for a Saddlemen. It really makes sense on, do you want extended reach? Do you want to add heat? And what color stitching do you want? And we've got a bunch of different road sofa models in there. So go check those out. We'd love to get one coming your way. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate you tuning in. And again, thanks for your support. When you're done watching the video, the weekend, as of live is Friday, get out there and ride every chance you get.